Hey witches, I've recently had some people ask questions and even reach out to me about Hekate, and I cannot find the questions on here to make comments with. TikTok's changed things up on me again. So instead of putting their question here, I'm going to just answer it. So what are some resources someone was asking on learning about her? And what I want to do in this video is share only free resources from the internet and from podcasts that I trust and I think can help you on your journey of working with Hekate, however you want to say her name. Remember, it's open. Let's not judge each other. And so I'm going to share those resources and explain them to you here. Okay, the first one I'm going to share with you is this podcast, Wild Witches, Queens, Crones. The podcast host does a really great job of talking about goddesses and deities. What I like about the podcast is they're short, so about 8 minutes. This one's a part 1 and there's a part 2, so it's 15 minutes and then there's a second part. And the host gives you background information, mythology, gives you like what to put on the altar, how to connect with symbolism. I mean, she really is like giving you a summary, saving you the trouble of reading the books, and she cites her sources. So she tells you what books she used, and so it's like such a great free resources. Highly recommend this podcast. And another podcast, I love Goddess Witch Womb. I like that it's 3 witches who are like my age, and so I understand the references. They have a really great podcast on haunted dolls. Check that one out. But anyway, this one's all about Hekate's garden. So it's the poisonous plants. They talk about gardening with her. Really fun. It's like, if you don't know, Hekate is famous for her garden, and not all the plants are poisonous, but this is a really great overview for people that want to know about that. And again, it's a free resource. Now, this woman, Cindy Brannon, is like the Hekate expert. Like, she has several books out on her. She has this podcast completely dedicated to her. She seems to really like live and breathe this goddess. And I'm halfway through reading Entering Hecate's Cave by her, and it's been a great read. I've been like working with Hekate for my entire time as a witch without knowing it, and recently really just having these aha moments, and I'm gonna share with that in another kind of video, but great resource. And that same woman has a website, keepingherkeys.com, where she gives away just a ton of information. She has so many blogs on there, and she talks about correspondences. And as a witch, we want to know the correspondences, right? We want to know what days are sacred. We want to know colors. We want to know what to put on the altar, what to leave as offerings. And she's got it all. I mean, it's like a wealth of information on there. So keepingherkeys.com, another great resource.